With the release of Bad Boys Ride or Die, we now have 4 Bad Boys films, so today I thought it was time for me to stop and rank all 4 Bad Boys films ranked from the worst to the best. Please note that everything that I will say in this video is just my very own opinion. My name is SW Nation, and you're free to comment down below your very own ranking of all 4 Bad Boys films ranked from the worst to the best. Please don't forget to check out that Twitter, that link is in the description, as well as that TikTok, that link is also in the description as well. Most of my shorts go over there to the TikTok first and then upload it straight to the YouTube. With all that being said, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Please don't forget to join the SW Nation, and let's get right into our ranking. Kicking off our list at number 4 for me is Bad Boys, the original. This is the only one at the bottom because it's the first. It was before Michael Bay was a hot name. It was during Martin's and Will's TV runs. It was something truly special. It was before any of them really had any big stardom. If you weren't watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you were watching Martin, and vice versa. I was watching Martin because I was not watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air growing up. But the kicker is, why not team them up? Two of the hottest black comedy series going on at the time. Let's team up the leads. And from the jump, we're introduced to some pretty fun characters. Their chemistry actually works in this film, and they both line up well with each other's personalities. Seeing how big the franchise is now, it's reasonable to believe that this would be at the bottom. The stakes are smaller, the plot is definitely forgettable, it's just drugs, and it solely works on their banter, continuing to be a fun cult classic. Kicking off my top 3 list is Bad Boys Ride or Die, the newest edition. And I hope people don't give me flack for this. By the way, I loved Bad Boys Ride or Die. I think it's pretty great. By far the funniest film in the franchise. There's no shortage of laughs here because Martin Lawrence is hilarious. He seemed way more energetic here, and they allowed him to play more into his strengths, while Will Smith leaned more into his thespian strengths, hot off the heels of his Oscar win. I don't think that slap did anything to hurt his reputation. As you guys see the numbers, Bad Boys Ride or Die is doing great at the box office. They do something interesting with these characters that both seem like natural progressions, given their age, and I respect that. And I respect the fact that the last 2 films are allowing us to grow with these characters and acknowledging that they are not the 20-something action stars of the 90s. Adele and Bilal continue to bring their stylish action, equipped with awesome drone and POV shots and character-driven drama to this franchise. They're on a roll right now. This is the franchise's Fast 5, or better yet, Fast and Furious 6, with how over-the-top the action is, while not going into Furious 7 ridiculousness. I love 4. I just don't know where they go from here. Do they continue the franchise, or is this the last one? You've done the drug bust, you've done the secret child, and now you've done the most wanted bit. I just don't know where we go from here. My runner-up at number 2 is Bad Boys 2. Keep in mind, I think Ride or Die has a better story. I do love Ride or Die, but I love 2. 1 and 2 don't have the best track record when it comes to narratively driven plots, but where this film excels at is the action and chemistry between the leads. Michael Bay and Will Smith were both at their prime here, so we get high-octane action with crazy camera work. Whether you're talking about the Haitian shootout or the highway car chase, Bay is utilizing every trick in the book, and it is loud. I think he works better with the visceral, high-octane action in the Bad Boys films than he does when he's doing Transformers. Likewise, you don't get the most character-driven arcs, but Mike and Marcus's banter in this film is the best it's ever been. It's quippy, it's quick. Not only do they feel like partners, but they also feel like friends. Another thing that I love about this film is how early 2000s it is. My favorite film of all time is Scooby-Doo 2002. This film came out in 2003. I love early 2000 films. And truly, it is. I mean, look at the wardrobe. The way that the film is shot, and controversy aside, this P. Diddy song. Put it together, it may be the loudest of the films, but it's the most Bad Boys film on this list. But coming in at my number 1 has got to go to Bad Boys for Life, my favorite film of 2020. It's been 17 years since the last one, and they found a story that was able to continue these characters with the natural progression. We're able to see them at different points of their lives and how that affects their relationship. Marcus, the family man, wants to retire, while Mike, the forever bachelor, is still dyeing his beard to fight crime. Likewise, the chemistry is still there, almost as if it's never left. It's not as great as the chemistry in Bad Boys 2, which is kind of what I wanted when I was rewatching these films, but it's still there. But one thing about this movie is that it feels like a power trip for Will Smith. As in, Bad Boys 1 and 2 was Martin Lawrence, Will Smith. And in both of those films, they both got equal footing. Inside of this movie is more along the lines of Mike's movie, with Marcus on the side. It's still Bad Boys. They still come together by the end, but it's mostly Mike's movie. And the movies just were never that. But I still think that this movie is better than 1 and 2. The action isn't Bay dynamic, but it does a great job at trying to feel familiar enough to it. With bringing in these directors, Adil and Bilal, they were able to play into the strengths of the other two, the action, the spectacle, and the badassery, while correcting what needed to be corrected. Like having a more character-focused narrative, like having a better structured plot. Bad Boys for Life is the perfect example of how you do a 90s throwback action film with a buddy cop system in the 2020s. It has the charm, it has the laughs, it has the action, but it also has the heart. And that's the most important thing about this film. It has a lot more heart than the other two. Whereas 1 and 2 were trying to be badassery, Michael Bay-isms all over the screen like Bad Boys 2 is, this film wanted to be a little bit more heartfelt and tell an actual story. And I can't hate it for that. This is why Bad Boys for Life has to come in at number 1. Alright guys, that was it for the ranking. Please know that everything that I did say in this video was just my very own opinion. My list was certainly not the right list, it was just my list. And you are free to comment down below your very own ranking of all 4 Bad Boys films, ranked from the worst to the best. Just like me, or you could just do your favorite. Please don't forget to check out that Twitter, that link is in the description, as well as that TikTok, that link is also in the description as well. Most of my shorts premiere over there first before they're over on the YouTube. So go over there and support the TikTok if you want to. With all that being said, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Peace.